I have made countless videos on Fallout 76, and while playing on Steam, I finally hit the milestone of 50 hours. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about my experiences on the PC platform, as well as just 50 hours of Fallout 76 as well. Now, before we really get into the meat of the video, I'm stating right now, I'm a massive Fallout 76 fanboy. I'm stating myself as a Fallout 76 fanboy. If you come into this video and be like, Fallout 76 isn't fun, that doesn't matter to me. I'm a 76 fanboy. Nothing you say negatively about this game is going to change my mind. You can 100% give your opinion, I have no issue with that, but don't try to, ruin the game for me, because it's not going to happen. 50 hours in Fallout 76 really means something to me, especially when I've been playing the game on PC for about 2 weeks now. I've had my PC for about 3 weeks, so spending 50 hours of the last 2 weeks in one video game is kind of crazy, especially a game that I've already played for 1,400 hours on Xbox, putting another 50 hours into Fallout 76 on PC, and I'm getting started right now. I have not finished any of the main quests other than the Wayward quest line. There is a super amount of content in this video game, and I have to talk about it, because if you're a brand new player to 76, I need you to treat this as like a, should I play this game in 2024? Should I play Fallout 76 in general? Should I try the game? Should I install the game? Should I get back into it? I am making this video in order for this to be your perfect suggestion and final recommendation on if you should play the game or not. If you have played Fallout 76 or any Fallout game in general, you know that the Fallout series has an amazing tone of seriousness and then goofiness as well. That is perfect for the Fallout series, even though it is a post-apocalyptic, destructive wasteland. There are still goofy aspects to the game. And that same energy can be kept here in Fallout 76 as well, from other players meeting you, the camp objects that you're able to buy and build with. There's so many awesome things in 76 that just put into that goofy loop, as well as it being a post-apocalyptic nature. It is an amazing combination, and it's something that Fallout does extremely well, as well as with the compelling gameplay loop as well. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is, and it's the same situation with me in Death Stranding. If you ask me why I adore Death Stranding, I couldn't tell you. I have no real reason. I just do. It's the same thing with Fallout 76. I wouldn't say that the gunplay is particularly good. I mean, I'd say Starfield's is better. I would say Doom's is obviously better. A lot of other games have way better gunplay. I don't know what it is about the gameplay loop. Maybe it's because of all like the little meters and XP meters and now the score meters and everything, and I get all the pop-ups. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's just, me with my slow attention span, and now I'm getting all these good pop-ups now, so it keeps me engaged, which would be something that Bethesda has done very well to keep my retention going, because I mean, playing the game for 1,400 hours and then coming back onto the PC platform and playing again for another 50, and I'm going to be playing it for another 100, 200, 300. I mean, that's some crazy retention. So I don't know what it is about the gameplay loop, but it's absolutely awesome. I actually have no idea what it is about. Like, the enemies are just amazingly like easy to kill now. Like when I was using my shotgun build, for example, when I was under level 70, I was hating the game, I'll be honest. Like, I was hating shooting enemies because I did no damage to them. Moving on to my heavy build again with my Gatling gun that just sprays enemies down with my speed receiver, it's so much fun. It is a lot of fun. And in my end game, I want to do a one-shot pistol build. I know that sounds stupid, but I want to do it because it sounds fun. I want to get a Gauss pistol, put instigating on it, and then just go ham. But it's something about the heavy guns build and even the rifle build that just makes it so engaging. The only issue is you need to keep up your ammo. Now, for me with a Gatling gun, enemies now drop ammo every time I kill them. And I have started out, I think, with the Gatling gun around 3,000 bullets. I'm at about 21,000 bullets now to the time of recording this video. All I've done is pick up ammo. I have never crafted any 5mm ammo. I can say that the update that Bethesda made to letting enemies drop ammo was one of the best updates that they've ever added. It makes it easier. And that doesn't happen for a lot of guns, right? For rifles, it might work. For single shot rifles, it'll definitely work. But for the Gatling gun in specific, especially with heavy builds, it is so easy to get ammo. Especially if you farm a lot, it is unbelievably easy. And as someone who's already reached like a level 118, and I know exactly what I'm doing with my perks, it's actually pretty funny to go to my perk chart, put on all my perks at say level 60, and then never touch it again. Like, I think I have like 30 perks that I'm able to use that I haven't touched yet, and I have like a bunch of perk card packs as well that I haven't touched yet. It's funny because then it asks me, do you want to open this perk card pack? And now, because of a quality of life feature, Bethesda realized, look, some players won't be touching it for a while. So instead of opening several perk card packs all at once, I could just open them all into one huge like carton of perk cards, which is really cool. And it's another quality of life feature that even just saves me like a minute of my time, right? But it keeps the gameplay loop going. It takes me out of the pause meter, which I always hate being stuck in areas that pause me from playing the game. Cyberpunk, for example, I was talking about this on my live stream. yesterday or today, whenever this video goes live, I hate the brain dances in the game because they stop the gameplay in Fallout 76, and especially in a lot of other games. When it stops me from playing the game and from interacting with the game, I get bored, especially with the brain dances. Like, I understand it's a cool feature, but it is so annoying, and I really do hate that system. It happens in other games as well, like cutscenes, for example, especially if they're very long cutscenes. Unless I'm really invested into the game, like say the Yakuza series, I don't care. I just want to get right back into the game. One thing about Bethesda's video games that I've always loved is the exploration, and by starting this new character, especially around my level 20, 30, 40 stage, actually exploring the map has been so much fun. Not just fast traveling to each little location. I've told myself, look, don't fast travel to the closest location and just run straight there. Take your time and walk, right? Walk around, explore several new areas, right? I found a car parking lot I've never found in the game. Like, it was full of super mutants. I've never found it, right? I went to like the fire breathers area. It was around that like huge just train track, train station. I never found like the underground to that spot. I thought it was so cool that I'm finding these new areas that I've never explored before. It was just really cool. Like, I mean, how did I never explore them on Xbox? Now I'm just randomly finding them on PC, either from me not remembering that I've explored them, or now, I've just actually found these areas for the first time. It's really cool that making a new character and starting out again has allowed me to re-explore a lot of these areas, kill more enemies, find new notes and holotapes and new stories to find. It's really cool because this happens in a lot of Bethesda games too, where I'll replay a game and I'll find a story that I missed. Like in Fallout 3, for example. I mean, I've probably still missed dozens of stories. I don't think I've ever done the tree quest with Harold in Fallout 3, where you can like burn him or save him. I don't think I've ever done that quest. I've only watched it on YouTube, which I think is really funny because even though I have played the game like through 6, 7, 8, 9 times, I've still never completed that quest. And with all the new updates, and even me coming back to playing through the game, I have never actually, I'm going to be admitting myself here, when I first played on my Xbox, when Wastelanders first came out, I never actually completed any of the settler quest lines, and that's because I kind of rushed through the Raider ones, not understanding what I was doing when I was hitting the point of no return, where I couldn't do any settler quest lines. I actually didn't understand what I was doing, so it was really funny to not be able to do any of those quest lines. So say if I wanted the stealth suit, I had to actually grind to 4,000 gold bullion to then get it through a plan, which is, I guess, that kind of like backup. Like, look, if a fucking idiot never completes the quest line, like myself, I'm going to have to pay 4,000 gold bullion, which is funny now because now I'm actually going to complete those quests on both sides instead of just bashing through just the Raider quest line just because I didn't want to do the settler quest line, right? I thought I would be bored. Now I'm actually going to be able to do those quests. Anything that I've missed, right? Anything that I know about, I can now do a separate direction, or anything that I've done wrong, I can now do correctly. It's really cool because, I mean, I kind of have that like past memory, right? I know exactly what happens, and I can really just push the story to the way I want it to go, or the way I don't want to go for a character. If I don't like a character, if I do like a character, I don't want them to die. I mean, the Brotherhood questline, I mean, I'm not a fan of how I finished it on my Xbox character. I'm not a fan of who I let live, but it's just really cool that I'm now able to go back and then say, murder that person, because I just disagreed with my decision I made. And don't even get me started on the daily ops and expeditions. I am telling you, some of the best end-game content I have ever played has come out of the expeditions and daily ops. It is such a re-grindable and replayable mission. All of them. And I mean, like, Bethesda has really committed to expeditions as well, having like 5 or 6 now. I think that's awesome. I'm thinking hopefully by the end of this year we have 7 or 8, because granted, having like 8 different mission types, I mean, how cool is that? Like, I remember when the Pit first came out, we were mad there were only 2. Now we have like 6, and it's like, okay, that's actually a lot, right? I mean, we have 6 different missions that we're able to play from, and that each mission has its own different way of it going. There's different challenges that the missions can go through, and it's actually really cool because then it also leads into public events, and especially with the way Bethesda is handling the public events in the last few weeks, is the Mothman Equinox public event has started up, but before they had a bunch of other ones, right? Or for a weekend, they'll have mutated public events or mutated daily ops. It gives you a reason to play the game instead of saying Rockstar, for example. It's the same situation where they've had double money weeks, right? So say like for 1 week, bunker sales are double money. It's the same thing that Bethesda's using. It's like, okay, look, for this weekend or for this week, we'll have caps are more available in vendors, right? Instead of 1,400, they'll have 2,800, or double XP in daily ops, or the mutations, which grant you more rewards and loot. It's really smart because then it also brings back that player retention. What is the point of me playing the game if there's nothing going on, right? No new cool public events going on, no double XP or anything, no like double loot. Like, it's really just me grinding normally, right? Especially if I have no actual content to play. but you give me that opportunity to be able to, grind for what I want to grind for. I mean, like, me not being able to complete any of the main quests yet, like, that's actually kind of crazy. I kind of want to get set out first, right? I want my base built. I want my character come back to full form, and then I will go out and complete those quests. And it is really cool that I'm able to just wait, right? I mean, I'm already level 118. I've only completed the Wayward, right? The rest of the quest lines I haven't touched. I haven't seen the Overseer yet. I want to finish the main quest line where you drop a nuke before I even go near the Settlers and Raider quest line. And it's cool that I'm able to stop. I don't even need to touch it. Like, if you make a new character, you don't even need to go anywhere near that quest line. You can just use your character just for loot and just for grinding purposes. Fallout 76 is also, I would say, and I know a lot of people might disagree with me here, I'd say it's a pretty damn perfect multiplayer experience. It is perfectly single player. You are able to play this game completely single player without even going near another character. And then you can also play the game perfectly able with multiple people as well, through public events or through public teams. There's so many different ways of you being able to play this game throughout, like, just multiplayer and single player. I never have needed to touch a public event if I didn't want to, but because of the cool loot that it allows me and because of other players wanting to do that as well, I am able to go in. But you don't need to go near it, right? If you don't care about camp building or about, like, really exotic shit, you really don't need to go anywhere near public events. You can just do the main story, main campaign, grind the way you want to grind, if you want to level up the way you want to level up, completely single player. And if you really want to go all out, you can get private worlds through Fallout First, which is paid, but you also, you get your private worlds if you really so choose that. I don't personally. I'm fine with playing in public worlds, like, all us poor people who don't want to pay for private worlds, but it is really cool. The last thing I want to state is that I would not be able to play this game for almost 1,500 hours now across Xbox and PC if Bethesda and their resilience and their just determination to making the game as good as it can be, they are still going. They have so many support studios now working on this game, because I understand they can't have Bethesda at the core working on this game, so they have contracted tons of support studios, and I love that they have. And I understand that they also have their own studios and own developers under it, and I would love to be able to talk with these people, to know going through how they've actually worked on this game going through the last 6 years, and all of the hardships and all of the great things that they've done. Because even through all of the failed ideas like Nuclear Winter or the Vault Raids or so many other things that they've wanted to do but they just couldn't, because of lack of player retention, or it was too buggy to maintain. I would love to see Vault Raids come back, because that was such a great mechanic, and I really feel like they could have really pushed it. But Expeditions is also very good. I do love Expeditions. Vault Raids would be awesome though, to have a team of 4 players always coordinating, and when you're timed as well. I would love for that to come back, or for Nuclear Winter to come back. I think I need to start a fucking petition to get Nuclear Winter back, because Nuclear Winter was so awesome. All they needed to do was keep support for it, but sadly they didn't, because they were too focused on other things. So if they don't want to bring it back for that reason, it's completely fair. I would love to see Nuclear Winter come back, even if it was for a weekend, or if it's a random event where the Battle Royale comes back. It'd be awesome. Before we end off this video, I would love to thank my amazing channel members, especially, and this happened, what is it today, the 8th of recording this video. I had a live stream, and mainly AD and TM Gaming, as you can see on there, and Epic Gamer as well, the top 3, they became members of their own volition. Now, they also gifted me a collective of 9, 10 other memberships and super chats, and I want to thank those 3 so much. That's why they're at the top. You guys are absolutely awesome. You didn't need to do that, and yet they did. So I do want to thank AD, 3SPG, Epic Gamer, TM Gaming, Blade JL, Magi of Truth, Jane Coulson, Mystic AU, Adam, Anders Anderson, Here Winkla, Off-White, Chasebo Gaming, and Spiked Kirby for being members of my channel. You guys are awesome, and for the people who got gifted memberships, consider staying, and that would be awesome. But I want to thank you all for watching this video. If you did, consider subscribing, leaving a like, sharing, commenting, doing all that stuff, and becoming a member. You get, obviously the video shoutouts, as I've stated. I'm going to be working on more perks for you guys. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.